Well, cool, we got a bad weather day here in Nome, so it's time to go do some beach mining. I'm gonna try a brand new area way down on the east side of town. Vernon was able to get some permission from the claim owner that we can go down there and test it out, and if it's good, we're gonna pay a little bit of royalty and we'll be able to beach mine down there. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. I just gathered all the gold cube stuff. This time I'm driving a Jeep, so I don't have a truck to really put a bunch of stuff in, so I'm gonna use a gold cube to test. We do have this other box right under here. This is a bigger beach box. Got the grizzlies there and all the parts and pieces here, but you know, I got this teeny tiny Jeep and I can't really fit all that stuff in there. So what I'm gonna go with is a generator to charge a battery. I got the battery here and the gold cube and just all the stuff that I need to run the gold cube here. So I pretty much filled this Jeep. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, let's go check out the beach. Cool, here we are on the beach. Today we're gonna do a little bit of beach mining. We got invited to a claim here. I've never been here before, so we're kind of checking this out. But let's see what it looks like. There's supposed to be a pond over here. Yo, what's up? Got a pond over there?
Yeah, if there's somebody there, we're gonna go kick them off. I just need to know where to claim it. Coordinates are.
Is someone here already?
Yep.
All right. Let's see.
But yeah, this is 6 inches of red right here.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
All through there, all the way down. All 6 inches of red.
A lot of red.
See it really good right here.
Vernon. Hold on, let me answer this. Well, those guys went to go kick off a claim jumper, but I'm gonna go try this sand right here. It looks pretty good. It's all red right here. So I took a little scoop from right there. Got it in my pan. Just kind of liked it because there's some pebbles in here. Do a little test pan right here. That's some deep red sand. I don't see too much black. I love to see a little black sand and red sand together, but sometimes you never know. Sometimes it could be in the blonde, the blacks, the reds, or a mixture of all three of those. Okay, take a look. Oh yeah, there's a couple pieces. Oh, not much though. I just see one little flake right there. One flake right there is not going to cut it. So, all right. So far, our first one not too good, but I'm probably gonna do 10 or 20 pans right around here, and I'll get back to you when I find some gold. So let's see. I started way over there by that log, and I probably did like 100-yard walk right here, and I did probably like 20 pans. I haven't found any great gold. I'm finding like bigger gold right here on this clay. There's exposed clay right here, and there's some you know, black sand and red sand. You know, you get into gullies like here, it's probably pretty good, but this is all clay right here, and there's black sand and red sand on that clay. So I'm kind of doing like beach sniping. I'm not really running a whole bunch of beach sand because I got the gold cube. So I'm just gonna run this this clay layer right here, and it's pretty long. It goes actually way down there for like probably 200 or 300 yards, just this clay. And last night the waves hit this clay and, you know, made all these nice little streaks of black sand and stuff. So I'm not expecting a lot of gold, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the bigger pieces. Like when you do a lot of beach mining, you get a lot of flour gold and you run like a lot of sand, but I'm running the stuff that's on the clay. So on my test pans, I'm only getting like 20 colors per pan, but they're bigger flakes. So, you know, I don't know, we'll see if bigger's better in this case. So yeah, so I'm just gonna I'll set up right here, and I'll try to get some water from this little tidal pool, and let's go get some gold. So what I got here is a bilge pump, and I got a garden hose connected to it going all the way up there. And yeah, this one's 120 volts, so I'm gonna use this generator, and I'm gonna dig like a little hole and then put this gold pan down in the hole so it doesn't suck up gravel and sand when I'm pumping. And the plan is just to fill that tub and make life easier, so I don't have to come out here with a bunch of buckets and fill that tub. So let's see what happens, see if it works. And there we go, we got the bilge pump in the gold pan. Looks like this might actually work. So we got this little tidal pool getting filled up, and yeah, let's see if this works. Hopefully the generator will start. See what happens here. Oh, pumping, I see water. All right, this might actually work. Something that actually works in the ocean. So if you're a miner, sometimes you gotta come up with some weird ideas, but hey, whatever works, you know? And look at that, we got water. Sweet. All right, well, fill my tub here. So the only problem with recirculating here is this tub's gonna get full of sand. The water coming out here isn't strong enough to run this gold cube, so I'm gonna need the bilge pump and recirculate. So I'm gonna have to keep on shoveling sand out of this tub, but yeah, whatever works. So the most important thing about the cube is you got to get it soaking wet. You got to get all these like little riffles really saturated with water, spray it in there, because if you don't, then it creates air pockets. See all those little air bubbles in there? When you get all those little air bubbles, you can't catch any gold. Nothing. You won't catch any sand, any gold, nothing. All the dirt, everything just rides over that those air bubbles. So make sure your mat's nice and saturated until you see no more air bubbles in that mat. So this top tray right here this is normally the slick plate, but I'm borrowing this gold cube and someone put a dream mat thing in here, which I don't really like, but I don't know how well it's gonna work with this this really fine sand and the really fine like beach gold. So I don't know, it's gonna be a test here to see what happens. But yeah, I don't normally use this. I like the gold cube to stock with the slick plate and everything, but it's already on here and it's not mine, I'm borrowing it, so I don't want to mess with it. So we're gonna try it like that. So this thing here is like a little high banker attachment for the gold cube, and on this thing it's got you can see these 3 divots right here. Let me see, there they are right there. So when you're finished with your gold cube for the day, usually you find quite a bit of gold in these 3 little troughs. I found out they hold roughly about 2 ounces a piece when you're running like a big clean out. And these holes right here, they're 1/8, so this classifies your materials, so you can just shovel right on here and then swipe this away, and that will leave you with 1/8 is what the gold cube likes to run at. So, and then right here is like a little spray bar, and this end just clips right out to here. So you got water in 2 places. You have water in the original stock area of the gold cube, which is right here. The water will come up through the bilge pump, through the spray bar, and then back down into here. So that's basically it. It only takes like a few minutes to set up, and she's ready to rock. So I just got to hook up the battery and the bilge pump, and then I'll adjust all this, and then we'll start rocking some dirt. So here it is, all set up, and so looks like you know, when you put your material on here, it kind of goes to the last third of the mat right here. So this top plate's kind of useless when you're using this this high banker adapter. I mean, you get a little bit of the top mat, but not much. Yeah, it's just dropping right here and then going down, but the rest of the gold cube will catch whatever, hopefully. So yeah, I think we're ready for some dirt, so let's see what happens. So for right now, I'm just gonna scrape this real shallow clay. See this right here? This is just super shallow, and hopefully there's gold right on top of it. Normally when you find clay, there's usually gold right on top of it, so that's the plan. Kind of, like I said, kind of doing like a beach sniping. So I don't even really need a shovel. I'm just gonna use my hand, and I'm really scraping this clay because that gold sticks to that top part of the clay. So that's the plan. Let's see how well this works. Right now I'm just filling this gold pan. Later I'll use that bucket. I got a 5-gallon bucket. I could fill that and then do it, but just doing a test for right now. Alright, so looks like the dirt's going in, going down, and coming out the bottom. So everything looks good. That looks pretty level. It's working. So there we go. And then this here, I'll just kind of wash it out right here. And see, it classifies for you. So all those little pebbles that are too big to go through What you can do is you can put like a little pan here if you want to pan all these pebbles. You know, maybe there's a nugget or something. You could do that, but I'm just gonna look. And there you go. So that's it. Really fast. Get that pan real quick. Really easy. I do see dirt collecting in there, so that's working. And I know the gold cube works. So from here on out, it gets kind of boring. I'm just gonna collect sand and put it in there, and yeah, I'll go back to you. I'll probably run for maybe half an hour, and then we'll take a look and see what's see if there's any gold in there. Cool. I've been running a good solid half an hour. Pretty much all I did is I scraped some dirt there, made this little trench here. Just again, I'm just scraping the clay, getting all that goodies up the clay. Do a little batch over here, over here, over here, up there, a little bit down there. Kind of doing like a little test of this section of beach right here. But yeah, it's been probably a good solid half an hour. So just gonna check it out and see if we got anything. Yeah, but anyways, I got this blue tub filled with water, so I'm gonna take this part and dump that in there, and I'm just gonna dump the front mat, that first mat in here, and then I'll pan it out and see what we get. So here's that like dream mat thing. It's the water's too dirty. I can't see if there's any gold in here, but I'm just gonna give it a rinse. See the top of the gold cube here. It's too thick with stuff, so oh, look at that. There's one sitting right there. Look at that little picker. Wow, that's really good for beach gold. Wow, that is really good. Cool. Well, I got a little picker. See if I can rinse some of that dirty water out of there, but no, I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna rinse it out. Probably just go upside down with it. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty clean. I gotta admit, it cleans up pretty easy, that's for sure. Let me empty this, and then I'll pan it out and see what we get. I don't know. I'm gonna pan it right back into here. Pan right into here. There, I got most of that yucky stuff out. Got some clean water over here. Some of this clean water in there. There we go. Now we got some nice clean water. Now I don't have to be so careful. I can lose a little bit of gold because now I got a catch tub. It's good to take a look. There it is. Okay, not much at all. Wow, very little. Okay, so obviously not very good. That's what it looks like. I hope you can see that. I'm not sure. Very little gold. I'm not seeing any flower gold, so more than likely the flower gold didn't get caught in those three little things. And in the very, like I said, this mat was only kind of catching gold right here. So maybe the gold got, maybe the finer gold got trapped in this first tray of the gold cube. I know a bigger piece did, so yeah, let's clean this out, see if we can find where the missing gold went. So I'll save this stuff. I'm going to put this stuff in the bucket, then I'll rinse this tray out right here. And let's take this gold cube tray. Again, I know I got one nice little piece right there. All right, let's see if I can find that flower gold. I'm missing some flower gold here, so usually this beach is loaded with flower gold. Maybe it got caught. Maybe it got caught in here. So I'm starting off with a clean pan. There's nothing in here. I just dumped the gold that was in here back in the bucket there. I'll pan it out later. I'm just curious what the this first tray of the gold cube caught without the other one, you know. So let's see. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, this is where the gold went. I can see a few flakes. Cool, cool, cool. right, here we go. So this is pretty much all just red and black sand mixed together. Not too many blonde sands. Now it's getting down to mostly black sand. Hopefully under that black sand there'll be some gold. Yeah, there I see a little flake showing up. A couple specks in the corner. Alright, that's good enough. Take a quick look after a speed pan. Oh yeah, there we go. That's where the gold went. Oh wow, more than I thought. Wow, there we go. Cool. Look at that. There's some gold on the beach. Still, this is big chunky stuff. There's not very many finds, but yeah, let me tap this pan and get it all in the corner. All right, there it is. I don't know. I don't have a scale with me, but I'm guessing maybe a quarter of a gram, or maybe even an eighth of, probably a quarter gram with the stuff that I got on that first tray and this. They're not combined. The first tray stuff I put in there, plus this. So I don't know. I'm saying about an eighth to a quarter of a gram probably in a half an hour. But there's some bigger flakes in there. I'm gonna call this like my sniping setup, you know, just running this clay with the gold cube, because I don't have a trailer and this Jeep is teeny tiny. There's like very little room to put stuff in here, so I, you know, had my generator and just all my stuff in this little teeny compartment here. So, you know, this Jeep is really good driving on the beach. You know, if you have a beach box or something like that, a lot of equipment, you need a trailer, you need a big long pickup truck. And actually on my way here, right down there was a guy in a pickup truck just totally stuck in the sand. So you need something light like a four-wheeler or a Jeep like this. You can use pickup trucks, but you know, you risk getting stuck in a pickup truck for sure. So yeah, for what this is, and you know, the amount of equipment I use to get a little bit of gold, it's pretty cool. Yeah, just a beach sniping adventure. But cool. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.